welcome to another Pick a Pile reading. My name is Kennedy. This is I Can Blank Energetic Healing. So, as I said, today is a Pick a Pile reading. We have 3 different piles from you to choose from. Each pile has a different Take What You Need chip that will kind of give us a little more clarity, insight as to what exactly your pile theme will be for today. So with the first deck, we have the Fountain Tarot, and the chip says, I don't know if we can catch it. No. Yes, it says heal. So that'll be the theme for pile 1. Pile 2, it says love. Now, I don't know what's going to come out, so maybe it is about relationships, maybe it's about self-love or platonic love, so just keep that in mind. And then the last one, this is the Unknown Tarot. And then the last pile says joy. And we will be using the True North Tarot. Now, for all 3 piles, we will also be pulling a Spirit Animal Wisdom card. And that's just kind of going to hone that message for us a little bit further. So yeah, we're just going to be checking in with Spirit, seeing what message, insight, clarity, Spirit, Ancestors, guidance has to offer us today. So take a moment and connect with any of these 3 piles. And maybe check the timestamps in the description box below. Sometimes, I know I always like to check timestamps. Numerology girlies will understand why. So yeah, take a moment and connect, and I will see you in your pile soon. Bye. Hello, pile 1. If you chose the Fountain Tarot and the Heal chip, then this reading is for you today. So as always, if we start the reading off and it's not quite hitting, not quite resonating, feel free to pick a different pile. You have 2 others to choose from. And at the end of the day, you always have free will, free choice. So you're not stuck wherever you land. You can always shift, change, and redirect. So as I will go ahead and get going, but as I said, the theme of your reading today is about healing. So it seems like Spirit wants you to take some time to see what it is you need to heal, what it is that you need to be focused on in regards to your healing at this time. And to continue setting the tone, the pace of this reading, we have an Spirit Animal Wisdom card, and you received Panther, Protection. Consider who you allow to take your energy and who you give it away freely to. So Spirit's really wanting to talk about boundaries, it seems. So maybe you have people-pleasing tendencies or had them in the past. Maybe that's something that you're trying to work on and work through at this time. But Spirit's really wanting you to figure out how you can prioritize yourself, protect your space, your energy, and make sure that you're not giving to those who... We're all worthy of love, yes, but like maybe there's some people who are taking advantage of you in your life, and you need to have firmer boundaries with others around you. So I am going to go ahead and read the Panther card as well, just to get a little more information. I always like reading the Oracle cards just because there always seems to be something extra it is trying to say. As much as I love this deck, I will say I do not like the book because it's not alphabetical. It doesn't have any rhyme or reason as to the order that the cards are in. But, you know, we roll with the punches here. Do I need to flip the page? All right, Angela. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Like, I have no idea. 37. Okay, so it's on page 37. Maybe 37 is significant to you some way, somehow. Numerology, it equals 10. So a completion, a cycle being completed is coming to mind as well. So consider who you allow to take your energy and who you give it away to freely. The Panther speaks of protecting your energy and reestablishing boundaries. What did I say? Ask yourself, who are you allowing to take your energy, and who do you give it away to freely? How can you rebalance this? Also, be aware of the energies that you sense being drawn to you. Are you letting in energy that you shouldn't? Call on the Panther to protect your aura when you are out, and carry a protection crystal with you. For strong cord cutting, invoke the violet flame. Call it down through the higher chakras to fill up your body through all layers and push its violet light through all cords attached to you. As it moves through them, it burns them up from you back to the person, place, or thing that is taking your energy. Yeah. Okay. So maybe you have been interested in practicing cord cutting. Um, Also, I like the whole violet flame way of going about it because it's just kind of incinerating that connection. But you can also consider when I'm thinking about cord cutting, I don't necessarily do cuts. I consider them hooks, and I like to remove the hook and just let it go back to the person. That sense of like cutting can be, I don't know, it just gives me like surgical vibes, and like that can be painful. But whereas if you are able to remove it, think of like a splinter, right? If you're able to pull it out, everything's high, fine, and dandy. But if you were just to like cut that splinter, you still have remnants in either person. So it's nice to be able to just remove and send back. Yeah. Okay. So, Spirit, what message do you have for pile one at this time? What message in regards to healing do you have for pile one? I'm already getting this like urge to tell you congratulations, good job, because even acknowledging that you need to heal or that you need to take steps in a new direction, like that deserves a gold star. Atta girl, pat on the back. Atta boy, if I have any guys listening. Okay, so what else, Spirit, in regards to healing? Thank you, Spirit. Anything else? Anything else, Spirit? I'd like one more. Thank you. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. Mhm. So I'm definitely being pulled back to that sense of like needing boundaries, needing to learn how to say the word no. The word no, no is a complete sentence. You don't have to elaborate. You don't have to give more information. You don't owe anybody an explanation. You can just say no. Because with the Five of Swords, it can talk about trying to balance too many things at once. It can also be about conflict. So I'm getting this sense of like being afraid of saying no, being fearful of saying no to people, of disappointing, of of setting up that boundary. People pleasing is definitely coming to mind. So, like, as I was saying, the word no, it's a complete sentence. You have the ability to say no, to stand your ground, and to know when you're taking on too many things at once. Because, see, he's trying to balance on these swords. He's trying to hold a couple, use one. Like, when you start saying yes to too many things and you start agreeing to things without um, clarity or without clear direction of why you're saying yes, you can start feeling like you're walking on eggshells, like you're trying to balance in precarious situations. You're like, oh, how did I even get here? Why did I even say yes to this thing? So Spirit is again reiterating the fact that like boundaries need to be put in place. Like the more you do it, the easier it gets. The more you use the word no, the easier it becomes to use. So yeah, Spirit really wants you to like, let's say it with me now. No. So even if you have to like practice saying it in the mirror or something, and even learning how to say no to yourself, I'm getting this yeah, maybe you are like trying to soothe yourself emotionally with like substances, food, clothing, shopping. Like there seems to be a lot of excess. And so it's like your energy is just like bleeding out into all directions. But like Spirit really wants you to find those boundaries, pull yourself together, and be able to start saying yes to things that actually matter to you and things that ignite your passion that you're excited about. So we have the Page of Coins and the Ten of Coins. So Spirit's trying to really say that like once you're able to set those foundations and find the ability to say no, to create boundaries, and I'm getting that like it's not even in one area in your life, it's in all areas of your life. It's with personal relationships. I'm getting like coworkers, bosses, every aspect of your life. You need to learn how to say the word no. I always say that I love a good no. When someone can tell me no and I know that it's for a good reason, I'm like, ooh, I like it, I respect it, I can dig it. So just know that like people respect when you say no. People can really see that like that comes from a place of confidence, of internal power, of knowing like your worth as well. So yeah, spirit really wants you to start like finding your own worth, finding what it is that you bring to the table. With Page of Coins, this is it's the youngest coin of the deck, right? So you've got the page, the knight, the queen, and then the king. And so the page, like there is a sense of naivete that comes with it, but like it's it's like you're being presented a gift, a message. The message, a gift that's coming through is really going to be something that gives you stability and creates a stable foundation, something that you can build on. The coins are the slowest moving of all the suits, but at the same time, they're the most stable. So even though it might take you a second to learn how to say no and how to stand up for yourself, this is a message that you need to receive and that you need to start practicing on, and it's going to create more stable interactions, connections for you in the future. And it's something you're going to be proud of, right? Like she's so excited that she has this coin, this gift that she's able to share. And Spirit's saying that like once you master that ability to say no, creating boundaries, you're able to start presenting a more stable version of yourself to others that can really kind of make better decisions and create stability for yourself in the future. So the 10 of coins is that abundant, stable, physical representation of like what a lot of people want for their life. Like this is completion, this is culmination. Look at that stack. So it's like once you're able to say no, know your worth, find your value, and really take it to heart, you're going to be able to create this stable future for yourself going forward. So that's really what Spirit's wanting you to heal your own sense of self-worth, know you have worth, know that you are of value, and that what you have to offer to the world is of value and can make a difference in a lot of people's lives. So find a way to say no from overextending, from overdoing, and taking on unnecessary tasks, relationships, feelings, emotions from others. Okay, Spirit, anything else? Thank you. Yeah, balance. Spirit really wants. Also, the fact that we're getting so many coins here too feels relevant. Anything else, Spirit? Anything else, Spirit? Oh. Okay, fine. I wasn't going to take 3, but it feels like I should. So, we'll do these in 2 separate layers so I can feel happy with how this is set up. Okay. So, Spirit really coming back to balance, finding balance, even exchange between what it is that you offer to others, what it is that you're doing for yourself, making sure that you're not overextending, overdoing, or overreaching. And it seems like Spirit's saying that you can also teach others how to do this by you creating boundaries, stability, structure for yourself. You're going to be able to show others, kind of like opening that box for others to see, and to see you as like an authority and a teacher, someone who can illuminate that ability in themselves. You know, it's like they hear you say, you know what, boss, actually, I'm not going to be able to do that. I had put in my time off, weeks in advance. We said this. That's why I can't work, on XYZ. And like, they'll be like, oh, wow, I can say no to an authority figure. Yeah. So like, it's hard. It's hard to stand your ground. It's hard to say no to people sometimes. But like, again, with practice, you'll be able to show others how to do the same, how to stand in their own power, stand in their own authority, and know that, that's a gift to be able to show others how to stand in their own power. Yeah. Okay. What else, Spirit? Yeah. So alchemizing, you have the ability to alchemize whatever negative interactions and turn them into positive ones. So like you choose if an interaction is negative or not. You always have a lesson to learn from others through the experiences that you have. So like just because something like was wrong or went bad or you had to say no, that was a lesson in itself, and you have the ability to take those lessons and to alchemize them into something else. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm feeling like this is really around like work too. So like notice we haven't gotten any cups or anything. Like this doesn't really seem to be around emotions. This really seems to be around your finances, business. So maybe you're also having to learn how to say no when it comes to giving over giving to others. So I'm getting that whole analogy of like when you teach a man, or when you give a man a fish, he eats for a day, teach a man to fish, he eats for a lifetime. So it's like spirit really wants you to consider like, who are you giving to, over giving to, and kind of taking away the opportunity for them to care for themselves. So, it's nice to be able to give to others, but when you see that they are just kind of expecting a handout, that spirit wants you to reconsider, like, are you doing more harm than good at the end of the day? So you may, I'm getting, it's like you may feel bad about like feeling like you're leaving someone out in the cold, but spirit's saying like, no, you can't take on every single charity case. You can't take on every single person. Now, that's not to say like don't give to charity, don't create time for that, or like put effort and energy into those things, but it's also like you can't give and then have nothing left for yourself, because then you're not able to give to anybody at all. But when you fill your own cup, then you're able to pour into others. So I think it's also kind of creating boundaries for yourself and what it is that you do for everyone around you. You're giving me a little bit of bleeding heart vibes, and like that's nice, but when you're, when you have a bleeding heart, you're just bleeding all over everybody, and it kind of makes a mess. It's a slippery mess is what I'm getting. So spirit wants you to get clear on where you want your finances to go, how you want to spend them, and what you want to do with them. Now, if you want to have a specific amount of money that you hand out to people, that you give to charity, that you give to specific places, spirit encourages you to do that. Like, it is wonderful to have a giving heart, but make sure that you are not doing so in detriment to yourself. Yeah, because spirit really wants you to be able to create abundance for yourself and giving opportunities for others around you. But again, it's that whole teach a man to fish versus just giving him a fish over and over again. Yeah. With the Page of Swords, it also seems like there might be something that you're wanting to step into and learn, communicate, share with others. And this is also the fact that it's touching the Hierophant. It's like there's something that you're supposed to be teaching to others along your journey and along your process. And maybe it's not in a classroom, maybe it's just by your interactions and the way that you engage with others through your day to day. And maybe that has something to do with charity. Maybe it has something to do with having a more compassionate, giving heart, but also coming from a place of clarity of, other people who want to be able to give and see the way that you're so giving, but also doing it from a place of mature understanding, emotional balance, clear insight, clarity as to how you want to actually be giving to others and those around you. Yeah. Okay. So spirit, and bottom of the deck. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So this is really going back, man, all these coins, guys. Okay. So with the Knight of Coins, he is our most like nitpicky, stubborn, slow trotting knight in the deck. He is very picky and choosy about who he's giving this coin to, about where he's putting his energy, his efforts, and his attention. He is just picky. So it's like instead of just spilling out towards anyone, everything, and everywhere, you are very clear in where you're wanting your energy, your abundance, and your giving nature to go. Yeah. So that the boundaries here are really being highlighted, because like if you give to anybody and everything, you might not be able to like, not that you need to see the outcome from what you do to give, but if you get really specific, then you're going to be way more pleased, happy, gratified. You're going to experience a lot more gratitude for what it is that you're able to give and do for others. Yeah. Spirit just wants you to get picky with your energy, get picky with your finances, get picky with, and that's what finances are, right? That's energy. It's an energetic exchange. So spirit just really wants you to get picky with how it is that you are spending your energy, your time, your efforts, finances, the whole thing. We're getting picky. We are removing attachments, removing cords. We are setting boundaries. We are learning to say no, so that whenever we give this gift of time, effort, energy, that we know it's going exactly where we want it to go, without any feelings of like yuckiness of being, taken advantage of, or feeling like we weren't appreciated, right? Because whenever we give from this place of like being choosy, we know that it doesn't really matter if you are or aren't being given back to or appreciated, or that energy is reciprocated, because you spent so long considering where it is that you want your energy to go, that like it doesn't matter, because you are so confident that that's actually what you wanted to do, how you wanted to help. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? Yeah, I'm getting that's, yeah, Spirit just wants you to sit with that. Get picky. Get picky, find your boundaries, learn to say no. Mm-hmm. And that is what Spirit has to say to you today, Pile One. Have a wonderful day or night whenever it is that you are watching this, and I look forward to doing it again soon. Oh, the easiest way to help a sister out is to like, to comment, to subscribe. I will be doing my best to release these readings Mondays and Fridays. Right now, I think I'm releasing them in the mornings, 9 a.m. If that changes, I'll give you guys an update. But yeah, that's the easiest way to help me to get notifications for when the next video is coming out. So again, Pile One, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day or night. I look forward to doing this again soon. Bye. Hello, Pile Two. If you chose the Wild Unknown Tarot and the Love chip, then this is the reading for you today. Now, again, I don't really know what direction this love reading is going to go. So maybe it is romantic, maybe it's platonic. We'll find out together. You have free will, so you are not stuck to watch any of my readings, honestly. If it doesn't hit, then switch it up. Pick a new pile, pick a new channel. The world is your oyster, okay? So we will go ahead and get the ball rolling. So again, the chip has let us know that this is about love. And with that, we love to see the koi carp. So this is abundance. Move with the flow of abundance around and through you. Okay. I like that. So what I'm already getting is like, if you, to step into the flow of love, you also need to have self-love, self-care, self-appreciation, self-respect. And whenever you start coming from that place, the frequency you put out is the frequency you get back, right? So whenever you're able to love and care and consider for yourself, that's whenever that love starts to come back to you. Yeah. So, and it seems like that's going to be coming at you with abundance. So maybe this is something that you've really been working on for some time, is like that self-love, self-care. Yeah. I'm getting gold star for you for that. So in Japan, these fish are considered regal companions, as they symbolize all that is beautiful and graceful. They are said to bring the person who gazes on them luck and wealth. This is what they wish to impart to you, the ability to see beauty in a situation. They will be your talisman for the flow of abundance. There could be something that needs to be acknowledged or addressed so you can move forward in the flow. Koi carp are often placed in reflection ponds in temples, as they take you into deep and altered state of consciousness. The water calms and moves you through these states gently, to aid meditation and reflection, as well as to enhance psychic dreams and visions. Take a moment to gaze at this card and call the energies of the water and the koi carp to you. Let them lead you on a reflective meditation. Welcome in the flow of abundance. Yeah. Okay. So maybe this is, you've been really trying to call in a new love, or you've been trying to manifest a new love, and that's beautiful. It's great, fine, dandy, but sometimes we can get so focused on what it is we think we want, we're missing what it is that Spirit is trying to present to us. Yeah. So maybe in your manifestation practice, sure, you can write out the list, you can make the vision board, you can draw it all out, you can do affirmations, you can recite those affirmations to yourself. Like, those are all beautiful practices. But then at the end of that, acknowledge that like you need to release control to Spirit, to let Spirit aid in that dance with you. Yeah. So that's kind of what I'm getting, this like vision of just like, oh, you're trying to like squeeze it so tight, and Spirit just wants you to like release the grip, let love flow, is what I'm hearing. And I'm also getting like, maybe there are areas in your life where love is already present that you might not be acknowledging. And it's like once you start acknowledging those areas of life of love, then you'll start noticing more and more. Abundance is like a two-sided coin. The easiest way to feel abundant is to start practicing gratitude and start being mindful and grateful for what it is that you already have and what it is that's already in existence around you. Yeah. Okay. So Spirit, okay, thank you. What message? Thank you. Oh, how cute. You see that? The Lovers just like throwing itself out there. Okay, we'll start here then. So yeah. All right. I just want to put yeah, I want to leave this here and we'll fan it out around. Okay, so the Lovers is already being present in our love reading abundance. So as I was saying, it really does feel like you've been trying to manifest and call in this new love, this new partnership, this new relationship. And yeah, Four of Wands, this is all about commitment and planning. Okay, so it seems like yeah. Okay. So Four of Wands is all about commitment. Three of Wands is all about planning. And the Nine of Coins is about independence, financial independence, freedom, sovereignty is another word that I'm getting. So it's like, yeah, I'm being returned to that idea of like self-love, self-care, self, fulfillment, like being so fulfilled with yourself, with your life, what it is that you're doing, so that someone else can come in and it's not like you fall into their world, but you're able to create one with them, something that you're both like happy about committing to and planning. So it seems like the love that you're calling in is also with someone who is stable, who is, I love the Lovers here are these are geese. Like typically swans is the vibe for Lovers, but I like that these are geese. Because geese also, like, I'm getting that vision of them flying in a V, right? Like it takes a crew, it takes a team, it takes a unit to be able to like make that shape. And I don't know. So, all right, here's a little tidbit for you. But the whole thing with geese, the reason that they make that shape is like the person at the front, the geese at the front takes all that wind, all that headway. They're actually having to do more of the work. And then the other ones are getting the like draft. So it's like, I'm getting a lot of these now. Okay, so like when drag racing, so you can build up speed behind someone so that you can slingshot around them. But yes, whenever it's working like with geese, the person at the front, they're taking on the most like weight, they're having to put in the most work, but then they also start to rotate with who's in front and who's leading the pack. So like with any relationship, sometimes it's not 50-50, it has to be 70-30, it has to be 60-40, maybe on a bad day it's 20-80. But like knowing that your person is there to support you and that you both are so independent already that like it doesn't, you're comfortable doing 100% on your own anyway. So when someone else comes in, it's just like nice to be able to share that load and to have this reciprocal give and take, even exchange, of just knowing that you have this like team member, someone who you're able to work with, and knowing that that's going to change day to day on how exactly you come together and how you work together. But just knowing that you have that teammate to be able to rely on and depend on, and to know that they're there to show up for you, I think is really beautiful. And like, yeah, it seems like you're really wanting this commitment, this higher level commitment, and someone that you can plan and build a future with. So this is very sweet vibes. Yeah. I went ahead and checked bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Coins, and this is all about balance. So as I was saying, that even get that reciprocal energy, even give and take, knowing that there's like ebb and flow to all things, but that you're there to lean on each other throughout. Also this center, super cute. So like we have the wands is about like creating structure, there's passion there, and then wings, just being so present in this center fold. So it's, I'm getting like travel might be significant in this relationship. It might be of importance, like being on the go, but knowing still that like you have this commitment and you have this clear common goal is what's coming through. Like you both want to create this future of something to like look forward to and to build. Mm-hmm. Okay, anything else, Spirit, that you want to talk about right now? I want this one. Yeah, anything else? Okay, thank you. Wow, you guys are just, okay, cool. So Ace of Pentacles, this is a seed. This is something that we are planting, nurturing, growing. So I'm getting that like this love is coming in, but it's not something that's necessarily been solidified. But you both are in agreement that like it's something that you want to nurture and you want to watch grow. And it's something you're hoping will be like a stable outcome for the both of you. I think I said this in a different reading, but the the pentacles, they're the most like stable. They're the slowest and they take the longest with everything, but yet they're the most stable. So it seems like you have this very stable idea, this seed that has been planted and is needing some nurturing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So as okay. So with this like circle, it's like what goes around comes around. It's a cycle. It's a completion. It's a loop. So I'm having this feeling like it's someone that's like been in your life and maybe you like tried something, but like we're circling back to it is what I'm getting. And travel seems to be a thing. And with all these wings, maybe long distance is something significant to this dynamic in this relationship. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and flip this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. So we have the world and we have the Empress. And so again, as I was saying, this could have something to do with travel. Long distance seems to be significant. And with the Empress, like this is also like, what is it you want to create? So threes, right? Creation is very significant here of like, this is a relationship that you both want to create, that you both want to nurture and see grow, right? We want to water the plant. We want to water the tree. We want to see the tree grow. Also like children. This is, okay. This is like, I see children like as an outcome like of this relationship and of this dynamic, because the Empress, like that is the mother, that is the giver of life, right? And then with the Eight of Coins, this is something you both want to work hard to maintain. That's sweet. This is very beautiful. So I would say like whatever love it is that you are like manifesting, inviting in and bringing into your future, like Spirit just wants you to be very balanced when it comes to approaching it. Be considerate of it does seem like distance travel is going to be something that is important to the dynamic. So just knowing that like as long as you guys are in agreement and that you have this like clear understanding that like we're here to support each other, we understand the ebb and flow, we know it's not always going to be like pretty, but we're there for each other. We've committed to this. We have this same goal in mind of just like creating a foundation, creating structure, creating stability. It's going to be hard work, but we know it's going to be worth it because we have this same goal in mind of like having a family. Yeah. So as I said at the very beginning about like the world is your oyster kind of thing. So it's just like knowing that you want to create an abundant, prosperous life for your descendants. Yeah. Trees make me think of like ancestors' family trees, right? So knowing that like this love that's coming in is going to be incredibly abundant. It's going to have its ebbs and flows, but the fact is like underneath all of this, right? You both are stable and independent in your own right. So that's only going to create a more stable foundation for those who come across this partnership. Like they're just going to see it as like so stinking strong. Like, yeah, even though you have this like movement and travel at the center, it's surrounded by this like rooted stability, and it's so precious to see. Yeah, but like it just, I'm getting legacy. So like this is a couple who's going to be creating a strong legacy for themselves, and something for like their descendants to be proud of. I'm getting this like I'm just getting this image of like grandkids like showing off pictures of like this couple of being like, Weren't they so cute? So, anything else, Spirit? No, that's it. That's what Spirit has to say about that. So, if this reading resonates with you, if you already know who this is, or if you are already in this relationship, or maybe once it comes in, I would love for you to circle back, drop a comment, let me know how it went, how it's going, and yeah, kudos to you. Easiest way to support me, drop a comment, like, subscribe. That is the easiest way to support me and my growing channel. But yeah, pile 2, I hope you enjoyed this reading whenever it finds you day or night, and I look forward to doing this again soon. Bye. Hello, pile 3. If you chose the True North Tarot and the Joy chip, this will be your reading for today. If you skip the intro, the chip sets the tone for, ooh, knocking things over. Okay, the chip sets the tone for the reading, so we're going to be focused on joy. Spirit has a message for you regarding joy. And then just to kind of hone in a little bit, we'll be checking our Spirit Animal Wisdom card. I'm getting some little burps already, so maybe expression is going to be significant here. Anyway, Spirit Animal Wisdom card. I don't know why I'm being so like dramatic about the reveal, but we can go ahead and go for it. Ooh, Raven, a wise woman. A change is coming. Joy. So maybe I'm getting this like she's coming out again, but Hecate could be significant to you. She's a triple moon goddess, and that symbol is connected to her. She is also connected to crossroads. You know, she might even be mentioned in this description. 28 could be significant. 10, again, cycle of completion. So let's read this description. The raven is a maverick flying between two worlds, heaven and earth, with the power to bridge the gap between them easily and help souls cross over. The raven brings magic and rebirth, teaching us there is more to this world than what our physical eyes see. She will hold your hand while facing the deeper shadows of your soul and support you while you soar high. The raven is accompanied by the triple moon goddess symbol. She represents wise grandmother energy as well as the end of a cycle. She is your guide now through any transitions and challenges. Lilith, the goddess of the night, moves and works through a raven, a symbol of the shadows that need to be brought to the surface and healed. If a raven comes to you, you are at the cusp of great change. It is time to revel in your soul's growth and dive into the mysteries of the divine feminine. Okay. We can dig it. So, as I was saying, crossroads, change, cycle of completion. It's kind of cool that cycle of completion was mentioned. I get that like when change happens, there's a cycle of completion, but the fact that the numerology matched up with it too, like we love to see it. So Spirit, what message about joy does pile 3 need to hear? I'm getting that like, I don't know, just the phrase like sorry sap and like worry wart, or just this like Eeyore vibe of like, I don't deserve to be happy. Happiness will never find me. Well, not with that attitude. Like, you could have rainbows, butterflies, and a bucket of gold sitting on your lap, but like, if you don't know how to be grateful and you don't know how to see what's around you, like, you're right. You won't have joy. Spirit, what message? It's also like whether you say you can or say you can't. Either way, you're right. What message, Spirit, do you have for pile 3? Ooh, I will take that. Thank you. Anything else, pile 3? Spirit, what message do you have? Thank you. Anything else? No, just start with that. Okay. Let's start here. King of Swords. 7 of Coins. The Lovers. I can dig it. Okay, so I'm getting that maybe you might have had to let go of a relationship, that a relationship was no longer serving you, and you just had to kind of get clear. You had to cut the rope. You had to. I'm literally getting this like vision of you like cutting the rope from the dock of a boat. Like you're sitting in a boat and you're attached to the dock, but you just like straight cut the rope and like push the boat away. And it's like you're just ready to set sail, new adventure. And like that can be really difficult, to make such a big change transition in life, and like ending relationships is hard. But ultimately, like if you know that what you're wanting to cultivate is like a strong foundation, if you're wanting to find someone that you're able to like create a life with and to have children with, to create a future, trees just make me think of family trees, lineage. So if that's something that you're wanting to do, and the relationship that you are in, if you just ultimately realized you're like, you know what, this isn't going to create the life that I want for myself or for my descendants, like it's a hard choice. It's a tough choice, but I'm proud of you for making that. And Spirit is proud of you all the same. So also just even knowing what you don't want is another step closer to finding what you do. Yeah. And like the clarity of that, Spirit really commends you on getting clear about what it is that you want and what it is that you're after. Yeah. Okay, Spirit. Anything else? I'll take it because I saw it. Anything else? Oh, thank you. Yeah. I'm getting that it might have been a hard choice. Maybe it was something that you kind of took longer than needed to make, but you made it at the end of the day. Yeah. Really finding the ability to like have authority in your life and take control, take the reins, grab life by the horns is what I'm getting. Yeah. And Spirit saying that like there's going to be a wish fulfilled. Ooh. And the relationship that you let go of, like I'm getting like a karmic relationship. Like it was something that was meant to teach you lessons, and it did ultimately. Like it gave you insight, wherewithal, know-how of a lot of the things that you don't want going forward, so that you can step into a place of authority and knowing that when what you do want comes through, that you'll never miss what's meant for you, but it's always nice to see it quicker. So Spirit's just saying that like your ability to let go of what doesn't serve you is ultimately leading you to this place of like destiny, a wish fulfilled, of stability. Yeah. Yeah. What's in the bottom of the deck, Spirit? 2 of coins. So this is all about balance. So I'm getting that maybe that last relationship that you were in, it wasn't balanced. There wasn't like even give and take. Maybe someone was taking on a lot more of the weight, be it emotional, financial, what have you, over the other. But like Spirit saying that you're going to be able to find. Yeah, so I'm being pulled back to like this sense of joy. And so I think maybe you stayed in this relationship a lot longer than you needed to, and you kind of forgot how to be joyful because you just were trying to figure out, how can I be content? How can I be content with what I have? And like there's a lot to be said for like being content with what you're given, but then also having the realization that you deserve more, that you are worthy of more, that you are not just meant to be like scraping from the bottom of the bucket. Breadcrumbs is like what's coming through. It's like you don't need to just be given breadcrumbs and like moments of brief happiness. Like you are deserving of joy, and the relationships that you have should bring you joy. I'm getting that I don't even remember the show, but I just remember it was like, does this bring me joy? If not, like get rid of it. So it's like things that bring you joy are here to stay. So it's like Spirit really wants you to start connecting and just finding what it is that sparks your joy. It doesn't even have to be in regards to love, but just finding things that like light that fire, that make you excited, that make you. There's another deck that I have where the Emperor is like holding this box and putting it on display, and it's this like, look what I've done, look what I have. And it's like Spirit wants you to start building a life that you are just so proud of, that you want to put on display because it brings you so much joy, you want to share it with others. And it was like whatever you were experiencing before, it feels like you were like hiding it away because you didn't even want to share it, you didn't want to show it, you didn't want to put it on display because you didn't even like it. Yeah. But Spirit's now saying like, this thing, yeah, another deck that I have, it's that same deck, the same deck, the 9 of Cups. It's like this guy's showing you one of the cups and he's like, check this out. Spirit is letting me know my laundry's done, but I'm going to take it as confirmation. So, but just this confirmation of like, you will know that you are creating a life of happiness, joy, and abundance whenever it's something that you want to share with others, that you want to show to others, that you just want to, I mean, nobody likes like bragging, but still you just wanting to share that love, and open that space for others to share in the joy that you have. Yeah. And like Spirit's saying that you are worthy of joy. You are meant to have joy. You are meant to experience joy and abundance in such a state that it is overflowing and you can pour that out onto others, around you. Yeah. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? I'm getting to like one more. Got one more. You are worthy, Justice. This is like just desserts, like fairness, and just like, again, with the balance, like you are worthy of joy. You are meant to have joy, to receive joy. Um, yeah, yeah. That's all she had to say about that. So pile 3. I hope that this finds you well whenever you are seeing it, day or night, and I look forward to doing this again real soon. Bye, pile 3.